Hi guys, so week whatever, weight whatever, I got weighed today. I gained 2 pounds. My second gain since surgery in almost 7 months, or just over 6 months, however you want to put it. So yeah, that's pretty rubbish. I'm wondering whether I'm doing weights now with my cousin to tone up some of the skin. I'm wondering if that's made a difference. In all fairness, who am I kidding myself? Who am I kidding myself? Who am I kidding? If you're not putting the right things in here, you're not going to lose. And I just seem to be on, a little downward spiral that just keeps going downward. And each week I come on and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then the following week I sit here just before I make the video and I think, what did I say last week? And I'm like, oh yeah, didn't do that. I mean, I'm taking it in jest and just, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but it's time for things to change properly. I know that up here doesn't happen overnight and you have to work on it all the time, but having extra stress doesn't really help. I'm sort of, coming out of that now, so maybe now I'm more focused and have got less worries. I can concentrate on me because I deserve it, like the L'Oreal advert, because I'm worth it. That's going to be my new motto. I have been out on my bike twice a week, as you can see my bike is in the picture. I have been out like I said I was going to be, so that's good. To be honest, I'm not going to be doing much on it this week. I have reasons. One, it's been pouring with rain. We had like a month's worth of rain in one night. And two, because it's a male bike, the saddle is, let's just say, not comfortable. So I'm going to get a new saddle. But I put in extra exercise to compensate. My other pledge was to make my video once a week, and I was here last week. Here I am again this week. You'll get sick of me again. So, back to basics, follow the rules, it works. It doesn't help that my appetite's a lot bigger now. When you haven't got a very big appetite and you're just having a nibble, it's easy to make sensible choices. But when you're suddenly, your body's saying, I'm hungry, and I find I'm not sitting having 3 square meals a day, I'm grazing all day long. I'll have a little bit of that, a little bit of that. So because obviously I'm never getting to the point of being full, I'm just constantly shoving things in my mouth, which is obviously, not a good thing. I find that things that I didn't think I'd be able to eat after surgery, I can. And it's kind of like, well, I'll just have a little bit of that just to see if I can have it. And, you're better off just sticking to the rules, no carbs, no sugars, no fizzy drinks. Oh. From the age of 12 to the age of 28, the only thing I drank was Diet Coke. And for the past 6 months, I haven't had any Diet Coke. Any. I've been fantastic. I've not even had a sip. I've not needed it. I've not wanted it. And I went to a barbecue 4 weeks ago, and the only thing there was fizzy drinks, believe it or not. And it was either that or plain water, and when you've been drinking water all day, I just couldn't face it. So the moment took me, and I thought I'd just have a few sips. And I didn't particularly enjoy it, but it was afterwards, it was like I just got the taste back again. It's almost like giving up smoking, just have one, or the first cigarette you ever have in your life is absolutely awful, but then you get the taste for it. And that's how I am with Diet Coke. So the last 2-3 weeks, Diet Coke all day long, which I do think is causing some kind of urine problems, like bits of cystitis going on. Sorry if this is gross and you don't want to hear it, but it's like I'm getting the sensation to pee every 3 or 4 minutes, but obviously there's nothing to pee. So this is before I got weighed today, with it being Monday morning, any of us serial dieters, we always do it on a Monday morning because it's the beginning of the week. So I went and got myself some soups. They've got, they're like sumo soups, and they've got like added vitamins in as well. So So I got them to sort of, when I'm absolutely starving at work, because that's when I get nibbly at work in the afternoons. So I'm going to start having those. And I bought some flavoured water as well, just to get me back into that. And rather than say I can't have Diet Coke at all, go in complete detox, that would just kill me. I'm just going to have, you know, maybe 1 or 2 cans at the weekend, like one on the Saturday, one on the Sunday. But I only get them if I've, you know, been good all week, sort of thing. Just not necessarily reward myself with it, but again, you know, have it, but have it in moderation rather than every single day. Can't be great for you, can it? So yeah, so that's about me being a little mischievous diva and breaking all the rules. So I've rebelled and gone against every rule known to man, and now I'm kicking my butt in gear. There was something else, I haven't done the numbers, but if you look at last week's and add 2 pounds, then you'll know what I am. What else was I going to say? I think gaining a couple of pounds kind of brought me back to earth with a bang. So when you're eating naughties and a few bad things and breaking some of the rules, like eating and drinking is one of mine that I'm really struggling with, I'll sit and eat something slow, absolutely. It's pretty much as soon as I finish, you know, within 5-6 minutes, I want a drink, and I've been having one. Not every single meal, not every single day, but enough for me to notice the difference that I'm breaking the rule, you know. I don't mean to sound all official like I'm breaking a rule, but in the day, you know, the guidelines are there in place to help us, and now I know why. You know, the first 6 months, okay, it wasn't a breeze. I had, you know, my up and down moments, but it was like in the back of my head thinking, you know, this is quite easy. It's not as hard as I thought. I mean, obviously, I was terribly motivated then, so I was doing loads of exercise and wasn't hungry. So now suddenly, you know, you're losing a little bit of your motivation, and you know, you make a few bad choices, and you still lose a bit of weight. You think, oh yeah, you know, maybe I can get away with it. I'm afraid not. And if you're watching this video and you're about to have surgery or you want surgery, don't think in 6 months' time you're going to be, you know, with no appetite and it's not going to be hard, because it is. You know, you have to start with, it is pretty much downhill when the surgery does its job. But if you don't work with it, you ain't going to see results. So I've decided to work with my surgery. I'm about to sit, and I'm a little misorganiser, as I've said before. Organise my life, I feel so much better. So have pen and paper. I'm going to organise my food and my meals for the next fortnight. I'm going to cook in bulk and dish out portions. Portions I'm not too bad with. I think it's probably because I don't actually sit down and have a meal, I just nibble all day. But when I do actually have a meal, I stick to a tea plate, and I try not to have more than 8 ounces if I can. I mean, it's not always, you know, possible to measure it, but I do try. So that's me. Trying to think if I've got any new pledges. No, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to try and do some pledges like once a month or something to keep me motivated and keep me challenged. So that's it, my lovelies. I hope you're all okay. And as always, I'm here if you want to chat, or if you've got any problems, or you need somebody to vent to. I'm here. Ciao.